YouTube? I'm Original Asherella. This is my channel, and this segment I call Onion Tea. This is where I discuss and dissect the most recent uploads and nonsense from the Onion Man, aka Onision, also known as Greg James Jackson, what the hell ever. Now, we were so blessed with a bit of a hiatus from him uploading after his most recent slew of videos trying to discredit and disfame his accusers and Chris Hansen. But the most recent video was Onion Man trying to basically, continue to gaslight and make excuses for his behavior on Twitter. It is so freaking obvious that he is backpedaling and trying to make excuses for a lot of his tweets and uploads to Twitter. It's no secret, Onion Man has loved Twitter, and in this video, he basically says that it is like the worst thing. It's like giving a suicidal person a loaded gun, and I'm like, what?
It is giving a loaded gun to a suicidal person and acting like you're okay, you're responsible for doing that. Because what we're doing...
don't even try to make excuses for your behavior now. You would not have uploaded those things had you not meant them. And even if you only meant them in that moment, you meant them in that moment, and that is not something that should be forgiven. In this most recent upload, he doesn't put himself on camera. It is him drawing a drawing of these stick figures shooting each other and committing homicide. If it wasn't stick figures, it would be pretty graphic. It's a pretty shitty drawing. I don't know if it is supposed to be something specific or if this drawing is a metaphor for how he's feeling toward his victims right now, but something tells me that could definitely be the case. He carries on in this video saying that the format of Twitter is the problem because it gives anyone the ability to post anything that's on their mind in that moment, and that our tweets are not us. And it's like, well, whose are they? We were all dumb. We've all posted some dumb ass stuff on our social media, trying to be smart, trying to sound deep, especially when you're younger. But it's not one tweet that people are dissecting, Onion Man. It is not one just overtly sexual or lewd or crude or misogynistic or racist tweet that you have posted. It's hundreds, if not thousands, of tweets. Now, I might support that argument if it was one or maybe even a couple of tweets that he is trying to discredit or say that our tweets aren't us. But it is literally hundreds, if not thousands, of tweets all within the same vein. It's not something that should not be looked at when evaluating your character, Onion Man. It is just crazy that after all this, he is trying to come back and convince his audience and anybody that will listen that his tweets are not him. I just don't understand how he thinks this is gonna work.
These things are not us. Tweets are not, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. His tweets are not him.
But Onion, if you really believed that, then there is no way you would have tweeted out all of the crude and crass and sexual things that you've done, nor would you have changed your name on Twitter to declare yourself a deity and all kinds of other crazy ass shit. It's just so, it's so contradictory, so hypocritical, and it goes against just everything he said in the past. And it is so cringy, it is so appalling that he is now trying to make excuses for all of these things that he's done in the past, because he is, very soon here in the near future going to face actual real world consequences for his behavior online and, in the real world. I genuinely think because of his, narcissism and sociopathic behavior that he thought he would be able to get away with this forever. It's just crazy how Onion has used Twitter as a tool to further get what he wants out of people and manipulate people, and now all of a sudden, because he's in trouble, he's renouncing Twitter and trying to, you know, say that he is not his tweets and that is not an accurate representation of him.
Twitter is actually a pretty awful platform, and pretty much anything that allows you to put out thoughts that don't mean anything, that allows you to effortlessly broadcast fleeting things.
Like I said, I don't tweet out things like that. I try to only tweet out the best parts of my person and the things that I want people to know and see about me. And I know most other people do that too. I would never, ever, ever, ever think it was appropriate to tweet out some of the things that Onion has tweeted. Now, like I said earlier, we've all tweeted some dumbass shit when we were younger and posted dumb stuff on social media. When you're like young and brooding and you think you're so deep or you think you're so like enlightened. But, you know, that's like growing pains. This man is in his 30s tweeting this stuff out, you know, here recently, and now trying to like renounce that whole platform and everything that he has posted to it and done on it. Toward the end of the video, he claims he's not using Twitter anymore, but he's not deleting his account because he doesn't want anybody else to have it. Like, I hope that he stops tweeting, and to be honest, probably one of the reasons, the real reasons that he is not going to use Twitter anymore is because he can't stand seeing all the negative tweets about him, like hashtag deplatform predators. You guys, please tweet that out, post it to your social media, because it is so important. I had another video that I had intended on uploading rather than this one, but since Onion posted that video yesterday, I wanted to do a response to it. He's got to be stopped. Like, it's on its way. If you didn't watch my most recent Onion Tea, where I respond to Shiloh's second Chris Hansen interview, definitely check that out, and definitely check out Shiloh's Chris Hansen interview. She is amazing. Warrior Queen Shiloh, like, I am such a fan of her. She's a badass, and she's doing some awesome stuff right now. Yeah, I mean, Onion's just crazy. Narcissistic, sociopath, again, trying to gaslight us into thinking that what he has posted shouldn't be looked at in the way that it has been viewed. I don't know. Just psychopathic BS. Like, dribble, narcissistic junk. I mentioned earlier in the video, he tries to say that allowing someone to use Twitter is like handing a loaded gun to a suicidal person
and make them permanent. That's terrible. That's like giving a loaded gun to a suicidal person. You know what I mean? You don't do that. You don't do that, because then you made it.
Like, what? Like, that is so dumb. It's like he's trying to blame Twitter for him being able to represent himself in the world the way he has. Like, it's basically he is admitting to being this creepy person, and that it's Twitter's fault that we all know about it now. That is basically what this video boils down to. Him saying that and then trying to deny being a bad person. He goes into this weird analogy about a tweet being like a turd, and I don't even like saying that word. Like, to be honest, like, I feel like I'm a little bit classier than of a girl to say words like turd on camera, but for the sake of exposing Onion Man, I guess I'm saying it. But he goes on to this weird analogy about that, and then he tries to say that Trump, like, and you guys know I'm super liberal, but he tries to say that Trump is not his tweets. This Onion is, he's so desperate to try to defend his behavior. He brushes up on defending Donald Trump, who has been vocally anti. He continues to try to compare his situation to other celebrities. You know, in previous videos, he tried to compare what's going on with him to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's situation. And I think that the more that comes out about that, the more we know that, you know, things were framed to make Johnny look like the aggressor when that might not be the case. But that's not the case with you, Onion, you know? And he mentions Kevin Hart and how he lost the opportunity to host the Oscars because of a really old tweet. And, you know, I don't know how many, like, tweets or homophobic tweets Kevin Hart tweeted out. And I do think that, you know, we should have a little bit of grace and we should have a little bit of forgiveness and understand that people change when it is like one or two and very long ago. However, these, like I said, it is hundreds, if not thousands of tweets from Onion here recently. Like, you know, within the past month, 2, 3 years, he has been tweeting out this super lewd and crude stuff. I know a lot of other people that are talking about this have brought up the fact that Onion was tweeting out really crude and sexual things while his daughter was in the hospital and while she was recovering from falling from the window. And people are like, how can you have that kind of thing on your mind when your toddler child could be, you know, seriously injured for life or could have brain damage? And I totally agree, and I hadn't really mentioned that in any videos before, but, you know, he's trying to push his situation into a mold of other people that are like beloved, you know, Johnny Depp and Kevin Hart and whatever you think about them. You know, he's trying to align himself and make himself look like his situation is oh so similar to theirs. So if we can be open-minded about theirs, we should be open-minded about his.
Because it's just that, like, freaking Kevin Hart, when he got you know, kicked off the hosting the Grammys, I think it was, or the Oscars, he said some stupid stuff forever ago, and he's a comedian, and he was held accountable for some reason. As a comedian, he was held accountable for some homophobic stuff he said forever.
Which is ridiculous. Yeah, okay, I guess that's it for this episode of Onion Tea. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Remember, every time a new person hits the subscribe on this video, a YouTuber named Original Asherella has an improvement in her self-esteem. Every time someone hits the thumbs up, like, and notification bell, it improves her standings in the YouTube algorithm. No additional cost to hit that thumbs up or charge to hit the notification bell, so don't delay. Do it today. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna keep doing these response videos and Onion Tea videos as long as Onion is uploading. I cannot wait until we actually see some real world consequences. I mean, he is seeing real world consequences by losing his Patreon and all this stuff, but I mean, eventually, you know, he's gonna come up against some like criminal charges, and a lot of people are getting a little impatient. But you know, this type of thing, I know that they're not like jumping in to like actually charge these people because they want to make sure that they have the best case possible and don't want to do anything to compromise the investigation or his, you know, future conviction. So, you know, like a lot of people said this, just be patient. I know that it's coming. You know, make sure to keep spreading awareness. Hashtag the platform predators. It is so important. We do not need to let any other young people, girls, guys, whoever, fall victim to trash people like this. But that's it, guys. I hope you're having a great day. I have another new video coming out tomorrow. Always tap in, never tap out, and keep on onion slaying like a Saiyan.